Hey everyone, this is just a really quick review of the Zhiyun M40. This setup that you're looking at now is my typical setup for interviews that I have to do at my day job. Everything that I have has to fit in this bag, which is the Low Pro Adventura Go BP 150. It's a very small, lightweight bag. And this is one of the reasons why I'm looking for a light that is small enough to travel to fit in there while I can carry other things like the microphone that's on top of the camera right now is the Deity, I can't remember, I'll put the name of it. And then I also have my Zoom, that's just for scratch audio, but my onboard audio I record using the Zoom F2 BT. I'll put an insert here of how that's set up with the lav mic. And then I have the Zhiyun M40 right here, and then I have a bar light. And that's the setup. Everything basically fits in the backpack, and I have one bag for the bar light, one bag for the tripod that the camera's on, and all the accessories basically fit in that backpack, including the light stand, which I strapped at the side, and that's it. I had to try to carry light because I also have my research, another backpack filled with my clothes, travel stuff. I have my computer, my research papers. I carry quite a bit, so trying to reduce my camera equipment is important to me. Now, I do have to say that Zhiyun did send this to me, but it wasn't, it was kind of at a weird timing because I myself was already looking at the Zhiyun M40 and the M60. I actually had this very model, the M40, which is the older one, not the M40 SE, in my cart because it has a bracket built in that allows you to swivel the light, and that's really important for me to have. Outside of that, I don't know if there's that much of a difference between the M40 and the M40 SE. For a little while, I was actually using the Cinepeer CM25, but the problem with that light, the strength to battery ratio isn't that great. I would like my light to at least last an hour. And the Zhiyun M40 will last over about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes when it's set to 20%. The light right now is set at 20%, 20 to 25%. There's no notches on there, so I can't actually tell the exact percentage, but the CM25 probably lasted, I would have to have that for this equivalent light power output. The CM25 had to be set to 40 to 50%, and at that strength level, it probably lasted on average of about 30 to 40 minutes. The other light that I'm replacing this light with before the CM25 is actually the Ulanzi LT028. That light was wonderful. It was compact enough, but I'm always looking for something smaller. Both the Ulanzi and the Zhiyun M40 are 40-watt lights. Their outputs are basically identical. However, the spread on the Zhiyun M40 is wider, and that's much more preferred because I bounce off of an umbrella, and that's my preferred lighting method. I was still able to do that with the Ulanzi, but it is larger. The battery is longer lasting. At 100%, the Ulanzi lasted about 70 minutes, whereas this at 100% would last about 28 to 30 minutes. So that kind of sucks. But the knob on the Ulanzi started really messing up. So even if I set it to 20%, it would either raise or lower randomly. And if I set it to 100%, same thing, it would just randomly go down. So I actually kind of had to retire that light and search for a new light, which is why I got the Cinepeer CM25. And I still carry that light. What I love about these lights is that they are small enough for me to carry both. I am thankful that it comes with a diffuser, not as a diffuser. I actually love using this because what I do to pack it is I have the lights kind of just facing each other. So the bulb, the actual area where the glass is protected. Now that I'm not carrying as much, it does roll around quite a bit. But I protect it by sandwiching the two lights together and rubber banding it together. And that has worked so far. Another con, the two main cons of the Zhiyun M40 is simply not being able to judge the exact percentage of power it is. I like knowing what it is. I wish there was a digital monitor so you could see, 1 to 20% or whatever, the exact percentage that you're at. But even if you couldn't do that, I wish the notches were at least in 5% increments, and that would be nice. However, it is a budget light, so I kind of get it. Regarding noise, it is audible at 100%, but I'm almost never at 100% anyway. I'm always between 15 to 20%, and that's kind of where I live with this light. I do highly recommend it if you're on a budget. I also recommend the CM25 if you're on an even more budget. They're both great lights. Compared to this, the M40, it is double the power nearly. So this is only a 25-watt light. But I do find that the light spread on this is more even than the M40. It's kind of hard to explain. I actually do like the light quality on this one more than the M40. I don't know what it is. It might just be my head, but I do like the way this one looks better. Yeah, I guess that's really it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll have links to both the lights that I use in the description below. And I don't really get anything out of it anyway. I'm really just putting it so it's easier for you if you are interested to find it, so you don't have to waste your time Googling it. Yeah, I guess it's a pretty bare bones light, and I'm a pretty bare bones guy. Like, I just keep everything as pretty basic as possible. When it comes to being able to carry things in this little bag, this is proven to be more than enough functionally. So yeah, I hope this helps someone. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.